24 hours from now, the third stimulus package bill will be finalized. And as a result, this is the time and place for you to pounce Purple Hawks to get the deal provisions revised. What's going on? The Senate subcommittees, House subcommittees are working on the final language and numbers in the third stimulus package bill, and their finalization will be done by tomorrow. Nancy Pelosi has given them a deadline. So, hashtag FPUC Retro, hashtag MSC, hashtag SS200. The hashtag campaigns of this channel need to heat up louder than ever in these last few hours before they finalize. You need to make it very clear to them what's right and what's wrong. And in this video, I'll explain to you what's great in the third stimulus package, what needs some modification, and what needs to be added. This is a continuation of Early Mornings LALATE. Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Early Mornings LALATE. The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here. And thank you for joining me on the continuation of Early Mornings LALATE, direct from here from Los Angeles. So shortly after 6:30 a.m. on a cold, blistering cold day here in Los Angeles. And we're currently less than 24 hours away from the finalization of the language, numbers, and provisions the third stimulus package bill. In this video, I explain the importance of the Purple Power and the followers of this channel called Purple Power, and the push for you to get the language and words and numbers modified ASAP, because we only got one day to go. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, because this is a channel that changes history. It doesn't just report history, it tries to make history. Also, like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. The member link and also the subscriber link is in the pinned comment in the description and also at the top of the chat. Become a Purple Power member, Hawk, or Calcino VIP and get access to documents and information about how to get stimulus before anyone else. And with that, I have so much to cover in this video. In this video, I'll be answering some of your 2,000 questions from yesterday's video on Early Mornings LALATE at the 6:30 edition. So if you have questions or comments to this video, drop them in the comments below. You may hear your comments read on air, as I'm going to get to some today. Meantime, there's a live instant premiere on the side. Chat with your Purple Power buddies about what's going on and your thought on the processes and what's going to happen. Then, in this video, I'll be going over the third stimulus package provisions, whether it's the check or FPUC, whether it's hazard pay or business grants, what needs to be modified and fixed ASAP, because we only have a few hours to go. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that in 24 hours from now, the bill will be etched in stone. It's not law yet, but the bill will be etched in stone. Why? Because where we are right now is we have a House that is Democrat and a Senate that's Democrat. So anything that lands in the Senate is not going to get modified in the Senate. It's going to be exactly what the House wants. The House is going to write it up, and when it lands in the Senate is just going to approve it or not approve it. So when are they modifying words? They're modifying words this week in the House. And that modification deadline? It's tomorrow. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, says, hey, I'll give you to Friday. Senate subcommittees, you modify language if you got to modify language, modify numbers, modify eligibility. You vote on these provisions that concern you by the end of Friday. And that is your ultimate deadline. So the subcommittee on business is going over the business grants, going over the business loans. They're modifying things around the clock. And come Friday, that's it. Done. Adios. The bill's off. Where does the bill go next? It goes to the floor of the House to get voted on next week. And there ain't any modification thereafter. Then it lands in the Senate next week to get voted in the Senate. And then it lands potentially in the President's table by the end of the week. So what you need to understand is that the time to do a bill modification of language or words or additions is now. We've got 24 hours to go. And with that, let's go over what needs to be fixed and what needs to be added and what needs to be potentially removed. The most obvious one to start is the stimulus check. Hello, I mean, come on already. In fall of 2020, they were working on a $600 stimulus check. Well, they eventually decided on a $600 stimulus check, the second stimulus package law. And when they did $600, they said, oh, we made a mistake. Should have been $2,000. So the next day, they wrote up a bill to say $1,400. That's a Cash Act bill. $1,400 on top of $600 to bring you to $2,000. Here you go. We'll get you to $2,000 in December. And this is not what we're going to do for next year. That's going to have its own stimulus check. Don't worry about next year. Okay, we won't worry about next year. Ossoff and Warnock ran in the state of Georgia on the promises that we're going to give you a brand new, crispy, delicious, sparkling new $2,000 stimulus check after they get elected into Congress next year as a new stimulus check. Guess what? They're not delivering that either. Nor is Joe Biden. And everyone said there was going to be $1,400 fixed from last year and a new $2,000 stimulus check. Not particularly fair. Did not keep their promises. Any of them. They said $1,400 and $2,000. So go on social media. Say, hey, this is not $2,000. This is $1,400. It should be $2,400 a single individual. It should be $1,400 from the Cash Act last year and $2,000 from now. What is this $1,400? Moreover, it's a joke to say, hey, I'm going to give you $3,200 in stimulus checks from the start of the pandemic to the end, and that pandemic is going to carry on for a year and a half. $3,000 for a year and a half of enduring a pandemic, that's nothing. It's just absolutely nothing. Adult dependents on the third stimulus package, $3,200. They should be $5,200, not $3,200. Hashtag MSC. Next, hashtag FPUC retro. This is the most obvious one. Joe Biden wrote in his transition paper, $600 a week. Why is it $400 a week? Need to get that message out loud and clear. People keep on asking me, what is Joe doing in the third stimulus package? Let me make this very clear. They always keep on asking me, is he doing retro? He is not doing retro. Is he doing $600 a week? He is not doing $600 a week. That's why we're doing this campaign. He's doing $400 a week from January forward to end of September. $400 a week. You're getting $300 a week. He's giving you an extra $100. Big woo-ha-ha. He promised you $600 from July last year forward, not $400 from January forward. No bueno. No bueno. Rent utilities. That's all good. That is all good. You certainly want the rent provision to be very clear that the landlord has to take it, because these landlords are not taking people's rent from these third-party agencies. Why? Because they want to evict people. It has nothing to do with the rent. They just want you gone. Business grants and business loans. Oh, we got so much in that. Business grants, it needs to not be dependent upon anything else. You should not be disqualified if you got any ideal grant. You should not be disqualified. You got a PPP grant. And the business loans better not have a credit score threshold or a collateralization threshold. Then that's just going to disqualify a lot of people as well, and then no one's going to get the help that they need. Hazard pay. Hazard pay. I mean, what else can we say about hazard pay? You could just presume 9,000 things could be wrong with hazard pay. The eligibility could be wrong. We're just going to give hazard pay to, teachers. What about all the rest? Just for teachers. You could presume potentially that the number for hazard pay is not the way it should be. It was originally $13 an hour from the pandemic, January, all the way up to the end of the pandemic. So what are they going to do? Here's $1.50. Which hazard pay are they going to give us? And then when is the hazard pay running? Is it going to start from now forward? So you risk your life, all through 2020, but thank you, but we're not going to compensate you for that. I really do love you for doing it, though. Hopefully not. We got maybe 6 months left of this pandemic, 8 months left of the pandemic, and we're going to forget about the last year, practically, that people risk their lives. No bueno. No bueno. So those are among the items that you'll really have to step up for. And then that one item, yeah, you know which one I'm about to say. It's nowhere. It's nowhere. I think most of the viewers now got this message. It's nowhere. 1 out of maybe 500 viewers asked me, what's happening with the $200 of SSI? It's not in there. It's just not in there. What? Yeah, I've repeated so many times, I think now that I'm getting that question less often. I think that people have heard that's my statement. SSI, SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits. You were supposed to get that $200 a month until the pandemic ended, December actually, of this year, because you needed additional money because you weren't not getting compensated because of the pandemic. It's not allegedly in the third stimulus package, says the summary. So this is not good. It needs to get in there. Hashtag SS200. And with that, let me answer some of your incredible questions and comments from yesterday's video. And boy, they were good. Nancy Doyle. They have done a horrible kick them all out now. Nancy doesn't really want to even wait till lunchtime. So I kick him out right now. Let's get them all out of Congress right now. Scott Schwishish. Everything that they've done for this pandemic, they just need to put it in there. Okay, it's for the pandemic. Sign it, send it through, take care of the people. That's not hard. Sounds easy to me. Just say yes on the stuff and for the people. I like that theory, Scott says. Just say yes, send it out. I mean, what's the big deal? What's so bad in here? That's a very good point. I mean, there's nothing particularly bad in here, like, they're taking away your car or something. Everything is good in here. There may be stuff that is not as good as it should be, but it's good to start. Just, yes, let's get going, and then we'll come back and do some more after that. Catherine Yell. Why is it that they keep on putting this off every time they need to do something? So they keep help us, but they want to wait to vote for them. How would they like it? We keep on putting them off. It's just like the government, selfish people. I appreciate that they are selfish. And she is right. They are putting you off all the time. Rhea Kipper. Nickerby. No wonder people are rebelling against the government. Some people have lost everything and they're not getting any better. Why? Appleholic. Bernie, you're our man. You can do it. Pelosi can not. Appleholic. Let me say what Appleholic said again. Bernie, you're our man. You can do it. Pelosi can. Oh, I just butchered that. I'm sorry. Bernie, you're our man. If you can't do it, Pelosi can not. That's actually funnier when I don't butcher it. Marianne Bonamino. They're not showing us the bill because they're trying to chop it up and to throw us a bone to us minions. Keep the faith, Purple family. Love you. I love you too, Marianne. Liz is Tiggert. I'm here just listening to my Purple Power family and LA. Love you guys. I'm all here. Great work you do. I appreciate that, Liz. Mabel Isley. Today they're just dragging their feet. Jennifer Pione. They aren't showing us the bill because when the people work together, we have one voice. We can make a change. Go to the garbage can. Try to give it to us. Benjamin Martinez. LA, don't quit this job. This is your job. We could have put you in, figured out office. We'll be better off now than we are now. Well, thank you, Benjamin. Jan Dillard. If they had to live on what they have for a month, they would have fallen. Tamara Go, we are owed $2,000 checks and back pay from April. Amen, we are. Doris Taylor, good morning, everyone, and may God be with you at all this time of need. Rich Carter Sr., we have supported the government for so long. Now they have to support us. I love that. Wow, those are some good comments and questions. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them comments below. I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Coming up next at 8:30 a.m. is the continuation of this with the big Mornings LA broadcast. I'll be going over the latest details of what's going on stimulus, on that vote, and the negotiations. Meantime, what you need to understand is that today's your day. Today is your day to push. Take this video and share it on social media. Tag the elected officials. Say, hey, FPC Retro, SS200, hashtag MSC. Get that message out loud and clear because you only got a finite period of time. Tag the House Progressives. Tag the chair of the House Progressives. Tag all the AOC, Bernie Sanders group and Ro Khanna and say, hey, get these items in here. What are you doing? Why is unemployment not in there? Make it loud and clear and they'll understand you. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them below. Consider becoming a member. Click the member link in this video. Purple Power, Calcino VIP, or Purple Hawk. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay alive for more.